Farmsteaders. This is Donna with Hazel Bell Farm.
And Jenny with the Grahamstead Family Farm.
And we are coming to you from Northeast Florida as two American farmsteaders doing our best to grow our own food and share our homesteading experiences with you in hopes that you would grow a little food of your own.
Yeah, and today we are coming to y'all to talk a little bit about all this farm drama.
Yeah, all the farm stuff happening.
Yes, for real.
For real. For real.
Like, could something just go as planned, please?
We're growing food. You just butchered meat chickens.
Yeah, we butchered 85 meat chickens. And I think that I've figured out that 75 is my limit. Like 85 pushed it a little too much.
You tapped out?
I tapped out at 75. Like I almost
But you can't tap out.
No.
That's the problem.
No, I sucked it up and finished. And it was a long day. We started at 8:15, finished at 2:30, which I thought was pretty decent. So just
for two of you.
Yep, just Tori and I. Mm-hmm. So it all went pretty smoothly. The chickens look really great. They grew out pretty consistently. Like sometimes I feel like we get some really small ones and then some really big ones. But the weights were pretty consistent this time. So
what'd they average?
They all looked really good. Over 4 pounds.
Good.
Yeah. So they looked good.
Mine are usually about 5.
They looked good.
Good. You lost some along the way, though.
We did lose some along the way, which was kind of weird. Like normally you lose some like early on.
Right.
But these ones were just kind of dropping off at the end for whatever reason.
Right.
So I don't know what the deal was with that, but I started giving them fire cider in their water and it quit.
Interesting.
So fire cider is good for chickens.
Nice.
Yeah, I was doing like 1/4 to 1/2 a cup of fire cider, which is super strong, in a 5-gallon bucket of water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I mean, I was cutting it.
I'm thinking
lot.
a gallon.
No.
Yeah, 5. That's good.
Yeah, so that nipped all that in the bud. So hindsight, I should have probably just done that earlier.
Okay, well, now we know.
Now we know.
Yeah. I got a message from somebody over the weekend that she had what appeared to be a sick chicken. And it's kind of one of those things where it's, you know, like when we talked to Nikki Houston, like she said the same thing.
Yeah.
Like when it's a respiratory thing.
Yeah.
Sometimes all you can do is support them and hope they get through it. And it's kind of a 50-50 shot.
That's really all you can do.
Yeah. Yeah. And so this was like respiratory symptoms. And I was like, do you have any, oregano oil, essential oil? She said, oh my gosh, I do. So I said, yeah, put that in her water, separate her, do all that. So you put oregano in your fire cider?
This time I did not. I didn't have any oregano oil.
Okay.
And I have oregano in the garden, but for whatever reason, it didn't go in there. So
yeah, I was just curious. Everything else in there is good for them. Just the apple cider vinegar is good.
Yeah.
So yeah, probiotics. I did tell her, I was like, push probiotics, electrolytes. If you're uncomfortable with your DIY stuff at home, then Tractor Supply sells those. You know. So she hasn't messaged me back. I hope it worked out for her, but
hopefully it pulled through.
Yeah. I have, so our meat birds, we just had an incident where all of the sudden we had 2 of them dead, just like for no reason. We lost a couple early on like you do.
Yeah.
And then all of the sudden I went out and there were 2 dead birds. I was like, oh,
yeah,
that's strange. And mine are like halfway through.
Yeah. Yeah. Like it's weird when you lose them late in the game.
Yeah.
It's kind of expected when they're little. I mean, you kind of plan for it. So,
yeah. I don't know what, it wasn't cold.
It's meat birds. I mean, they're Cornish crosses.
They're not good genetics.
No, they're really not
sturdy.
They're finicky little birds. So I was actually kind of tossing around the idea of doing another batch of Freedom Rangers.
Yeah, that's a good flavor.
They are a good flavor.
Love it.
They just take a little bit longer to grow out, but that's okay. I'm not in a hurry.
Yeah.
Some
buyers prefer them, like as sellers of pastured poultry.
Yeah.
A couple.
Yeah.
There's a handful of them who ask for that.
Yeah. I've got, when we do chickens, I pretty much have like my regular people that buy chicken from me. And I switched it up on them one time and tried and did Freedom Rangers. And a couple of them were like, oh my word, what is this?
It's different.
It's different. It's not like your typical commercial grocery store bird.
Right. They're not so plump.
And I had one lady even message me. This was a new customer, and she said, nobody likes your chicken. And I was like, oh.
Thanks for the feedback.
Okay, I guess I won't be doing Freedom Rangers for y'all anymore.
Yeah, but oftentimes I get the question, because like we have a website and social media and all that, and they
Right.
ask like, "Oh, I saw you do pastured poultry. What breed are they?" And if I say Cornish cross, sometimes, a lot of times actually, like if they're asking the question, they
Yeah.
want to make sure it's not Cornish cross.
Right.
And I'm like, oh well, I wish there were more of you because I prefer the Freedom Rangers, but
I know.
to grow them out, it costs so much, and I don't ever have enough people at
Yeah.
the right time to sell them. So
Yeah.
maybe do a pre-order. Might have to revisit that idea too.
Yeah. Maybe we can do like a batch just for me and you.
Oh, I'd be down.
Like
Yeah.
we can order some and just do some for our own freezers. Wouldn't that be weird?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be weird. If we just produced for us, that would definitely be weird. For sure. Remember those days though, when that's all we did?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and then it kind of turned into, well, if I'm growing out 20 or 30 for myself, I might as well grow out another 20 or 30 for everybody else. And
Yep.
then, it just kind of continued like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
And that's been fine, really. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to raise the birds for myself for sure.
Absolutely.
So I might as well raise a few extra.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I always tell people that too, as like the new homesteader or the young homesteader, when they ask like, I want to do better. I want to have ethically raised meat, but it costs so much. And, they're kind of on the fence of doing it themselves.
Right.
But again, it still costs money. Like it's not free.
No.
You're not saving money usually by growing it yourself. I mean, it's not a little.
I mean, in some instances, you may save a little bit of money, but growing your own food, it's not necessarily cheaper.
No, but it is a superior product.
It is a superior product.
And so you have to really compare apples to apples,
Yeah.
right? Like even growing Cornish cross out at home is going to be a better chicken than Cornish cross at the grocery store.
Yes, like I had somebody tell me one time too, like your chicken's so much more expensive than grocery store chicken. Well,
Yeah.
to be fair, it's not grocery store chicken. Right.
Good point. For sure. Yeah. Yeah. So I forgot where I was going with. So I always tell them like grow a little extra,
Yeah.
if your parents are looking for something or your neighbor or whatever, and have them chip in for feed and your time
Yeah.
of growing them out. And
Yeah.
then that gets your cost down.
Yeah, going in on it with somebody always helps. And it kind of just makes it a little bit more fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep everybody posted on the process and whatnot. So,
Keep them connected.
yes.
To their food.
Yes.
So you were butchering chickens and
Yes, I was butchering chickens. Let's see here. It was weird too because we normally butcher chickens on the weekend, but we were planning to go out of town on Saturday. So Tori said, hey, I can take off work Thursday. Let's butcher chickens on Thursday. We can bag them on Friday and have them in the freezer by Saturday morning. That way, when we go out of town, all the birds are done. They're in the freezer. We don't have to worry about them.
Right.
Perfect. Let's do that. So Thursday, we go out to butcher chickens, and our processing area faces our cow pasture. And so since we had 85 chickens to do, I was able to stand there and stare at the cow pasture pretty much off and on all day and noticed that a lot of my cows were favoring Maple. And that was weird because they were just, everybody was kind of hanging around her, nudging on her.
Maple is your dairy cow.
Maple's
for
the
new
dairy
people.
cow. Yep.
And she was pregnant.
She was pregnant, like probably 6 months pregnant.
Right.
And so to be getting that much attention, it just wasn't a normal thing. So, I kind of made note of it. And hey, Tori, keep an eye on that over there and just kind of watch Maple if you happen to look out there, see what she's doing,
Yeah.
And so the day went on. And as the day went on, the bull started paying Maple more attention. And so normally when we have a cow in heat, the bull tends to get just real possessive over that cow. He tries to separate that cow from the rest of the herd, really just kind of controlling where they go. And so he was like, all the cows were going out to graze, and he decided he was going to block the gate and not let Maple out to graze with the rest of the cows.
You stay here with me.
You stay here with me, woman.
It sounds horrible. It's
It
like,
does.
have you ever experienced like large animal mating at the zoo.
Oh
Like
my
elephants.
gosh.
It's so brutal. Like it's so caveman.
Yes.
There's like it's crazy. Like their social behavior is crazy.
Yes.
But I mean, it is what it is. It's natural.
Right. I mean, they're animals, you know?
Yeah.
So, when I started seeing that, I'm like, oh, this is not good. This is what he does when his ladies are in heat.
Right.
And so, the day goes on, we're butchering chickens. So I'm busy doing that. I don't have time to do anything else. So the next morning I wake up and notice that Maple is riding the bull.
Right. And so you texted me.
Yes.
And yeah, so Jenny messaged me and said, hey, Maple's riding the bull and she's supposed to be pregnant. And I was like, oh, well, don't worry about it.
Right. This can be normal.
All of my dairy cows, they mount the other cows towards the end of their pregnancy.
Yeah.
Not like all the time, not every day, but it does happen.
Right.
It always freaks me out.
Just a hormonal thing.
Yes, their hormones are just wonky, right?
Yeah.
And you were like, okay.
Right. Okay.
But I don't feel like it's right.
Right.
Which really, it's a testament to, your animals. Like,
Yeah.
you pay attention to them. It's like when you were saying the day before, you told Tori to like, hey, keep an eye on them out there. He probably was like, whatever,
Yeah.
Like, I know how Eric would respond. Yeah, okay, whatever. But
Right.
he also knows that I know my cows.
Yeah.
And I know what their normal behavior is.
I know what their normal behavior is.
Yeah.
I know how the bull acts when somebody's in heat.
Right.
Right. I pay attention to that. So, you have to pay attention to that.
Yeah.
So, so we wake up on Friday, and since we had butchered 85 chickens, I again had to stand at the table in the processing area for most of the day, bagging and shrink wrapping chickens.
I hate that part.
I know, I hate that part too. So it feels so good when you're done, though.
Yeah.
There is nothing like the feeling of I am done with chickens. Everything's cleaned up and they are shrink wrapped.
85. Oh my gosh.
It's like the best feeling ever. You're like, yes. So I was standing there shrink wrapping chickens and watching Maple ride the bull. And after I got done with that, again, late in the day, it kept me busy for a good part of the day. I decided to go and get a little bit of a closer look and notice that Maple had some brown discharge.
Never good.
Never a
when
good
they're
sign.
pregnant.
It was on her tail. It was on both sides of her hips. It had gotten on her tail and she had flung it up on her sides.
Oh my gosh.
She was a mess. She was a mess.
Okay.
So I'm like, yeah, that's really not good. So again, it was late in the day. I knew I eventually had to get my hands on her, but couldn't because
the bull.
dark, and because of the bull, and because it gets dark so early right now.
I hate that too.
I hate that. Like, I thought that was supposed to go away.
We're such complainers.
Didn't we vote on that?
We did.
We did, like 2 years
We
ago.
did. Okay, but here's the thing. If that goes into effect, then it stays like it is now.
I thought it was the other way.
No.
Oh.
No. So daylight savings time ended.
Okay, well then I vote no.
I want it to be the summertime always.
Always summertime.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that.
Me too.
Yeah. So since it was getting dark, I figured, well, maybe I'll just call the vet. And so the vet is always a fun phone call because
On the weekend at night.
Right. On a Friday night at 7:00, I'm going to call the vet.
Yeah.
Because that's when stuff happens.
That is always when stuff happens.
Always when it happens. So God love our little vet. He's this little older gentleman and probably trying to retire, but he's so busy. He'll be lucky if he ever gets to retire.
He's just so amazing. I mean, he's had such a good bedside manner.
He does.
Yeah, and he's also he's just very knowledgeable about cows, where we don't have a lot of vets like that in our area.
Yeah.
Specifically, dairy cows is my favorite part about him.
Okay.
So
yeah. So he cracks me up every time I talk to him. He always says something that's just like so off the cuff, and
he's very dry.
He is.
Yeah.
And he's just like this little old guy. And so it's so funny. And so I call him and I tell him what's going on. And first thing right off the bat, he says, well, little lady, I reckon you need to take your hand and stick it up her vagina and see if you feel a calf.
Okay, yes, sir.
And in my mind, I'm thinking, that's why I'm calling you.
Right.
Like,
You're on your way, right?
right? I mean, I know it's Friday at 7 and it's dark, but come on,
Oh my gosh.
So I'm like, okay. So,
Yeah.
but he also suggested, like, in the morning when it's daylight, go drive around your pasture and see if you can find a calf, and that'll give you an answer, on what you need to do. So I did. I woke up early, and like as soon as the sun came up, it was super foggy that morning too. So visibility was not good. But I got out there on the side-by-side and drove around just up and down the pasture and did not find a thing. So I figured I need to get Maple away from this bull because, again, okay, so now we're at Saturday morning, and I'm supposed to go out of town at 10 o'clock that morning.
Sure.
Right. Sure, you are going out of town at 10 o'clock. So I'm like, I need to get Maple in the catch pen, get her away from the bull, and at least belly bump her to see what's going on. So I did. I got Maple to come up to the pasture gate to come through to get into the catch pen. But of course, the bull was like right there. And I opened the gate. Maple comes through first, thank God. And I was able to basically slam the gate in the bull's face and put the latch on it super quick. And
Which is not going to hold him back if he doesn't want it to.
No, if he decided he wanted to come through that gate, he could absolutely come through that gate. But he's just so
chill.
laid back unless his female that's in heat is on the other side of the gate or the fence.
Or the neighbor's bull is at the fence.
Or the neighbor's bull is at the fence. Yeah, we've done that too. Good Lord, that was a nightmare.
That's normal behavior for a bull, though.
Yeah, it is. So, I shut the gate in his face real quick and latched it and got Maple into the catch pen, and which took a minute because she's not used to having grain, and she didn't really care about the grain bucket because the grass in the new pasture was amazing. So she was preoccupied with that. I literally had to shove the bucket in her face. So I get her up into the catch pen, and first thing first, get the halter on Maple, because I should have had that done already and did not, although I did give it a good try twice. But this time I got that halter on her. I bought a new halter too, and it fits her way better. The one that I was trying to use was just way too big for her. So
she's a small cow.
Yeah, this new one that I got fit her really well, and it's like one of those flat ones, So anyway, I get the halter on her, get her tied so she'll be still, get the little kick bar behind her leg so she can't kick me, and get her into the catch pen and belly bump her, and I get nothing.
Of course.
I tried 5 or 6 times and got nothing, but yet found no calf in the pasture.
Right.
And so now my mind is like, oh my gosh, I cannot go out of town thinking that there could possibly be a dead calf in there.
Right.
And be okay with going out of town and just being like, bye, peace out, I'll be back tomorrow,
Right.
So I glove up and go in and no calf.
Okay.
So, and that morning when I had finally gotten her, when I found her, she had so normally they all have this big water sack that comes out when they give birth, and it's full of water.
Right.
It's like a balloon hanging down at the bottom that's full of water. So she had kind of that coming out, but it wasn't a bag of water. It was a dried up raisin. So I'm guessing that she probably had slipped the calf maybe 2 or 3 weeks or a month prior to this past weekend. And maybe this was just her first heat cycle and mating with the bull. And
just cleaning out.
And she was just still cleaning out. So
that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So back to the drawing board with Maple. And so now it's okay, well, I mean, now what do we do? And the vet, he's like, if that was my cow, I'd send her down the dang road.
He's very black and white.
Yeah.
Like cut and dry. This is the way it is. He doesn't sugarcoat anything.
Yeah, but then I look at Maple's history and it's a little kind of sad.
It is a
like,
little sad.
you know, she's been moved around a little bit and this is not the first calf that she has slipped.
Right.
And I mean, so you just got to wonder, like, there's got to be something wrong.
What's going on?
Like, she doesn't have trouble conceiving.
Right.
Or settling.
No. And she came to me with a new calf.
With a new calf in milk.
Right.
Yeah. And so I guess that would make me the 5th owner of Maple. Is that right?
1, 2, fourth that we know.
4th that we know of. So I'm the 4th owner that we know of, and she's estimated to be like 5 or 6 years old. So poor Maple. She's really just been passed around.
She
and
has been. She's so pretty, and she's so
sweet. She's so pretty.
She stands perfect to milk. Like she's a really good girl.
Well, and I have been extremely hands off with Maple since I've had her, but you get that halter on her and it like changes her whole demeanor. She's like, you are the boss.
Right.
And so, I
Right.
mean, I put the lead rope on her and she walked just perfectly behind me.
I don't think she kicked once when we were milking. Like teaching her to stand. I don't think she kicked not one time.
She didn't kick at all when I was checking her.
Yeah.
You know?
She's a pretty chill girl.
And she gets right on that lead rope and she walks just perfectly. She'll stop when you stop. When you want her to go, she goes.
I'd try again. I would try again. I mean, you have the bull there.
I have the
doesn't
bull.
cost you anything
No.
except you're out all this time is what sucks.
Right.
That's the hardest part. And that's like when I
The
see
time,
them,
right.
when
It's
I
like,
see them
oh.
mounting at the end of a pregnancy like that, that's my, like, so much time has gone by.
Right.
And so far we haven't, like, that hasn't been the issue. They have just been hormonal.
Yeah. And like, I feel like we were getting so close. Like I was like,
know.
in my mind, I'm building my milk stanchion,
Yeah, I know.
you know?
I know.
So
Wow.
Hershey is getting huge.
Really?
I was walking her walk up from the pasture a couple of days ago, and she is so big. I mean, she is just waddling.
Nice.
She gets huge when she's pregnant.
Yeah, she does.
She's a big cow anyway.
She's a big cow. Yeah, we have Dolly B.
Yeah.
It's Dolly Brown. Her name's just Dolly, but we call her Dolly B because she's the brown cow named Dolly.
Right.
Because we also have Dolly White, if you're new. Dolly B, she's just big. She has that big barrel belly.
Yes.
And she, she's huge. She's been down at the crop maze for the last month and a half.
Yeah.
And she is, people come, like I'll see their visitors on Friday and Saturday night and they're all like, when is she due? When is she due? And I'm like, that's her baby over there.
Right. She just always looks pregnant. Some of my minis are like that. They just always look pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just got big bellies.
Well, the little cows, they tend to hold weight easier anyways. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Yeah. So you've been
Well, that
having
stinks.
breeding drama
yes,
too, though.
I have.
Jolene.
Jolene's in heat today. Yeah. And so I've tried to have her bred a handful of times and have spent a lot of money to do that. And she hasn't settled.
Is that the cow that you bought from the older guy?
She's the one who is Dolly B's last heifer.
Okay.
Her first heifer. So she's right at 2 years old.
Okay.
We were waiting for her to get big enough to breed because she's kind of a petite lady.
She's small.
Yeah. And so we're there and she hasn't settled. And so I think on her next heat, we might run her to your house.
Oh, Boobaroo will take care of her.
I'm sure he will. I just couldn't manage it today, like in the space of time.
And
So,
you're guaranteed a nice small calf.
yeah, he's a little guy.
Yeah.
He throws little babies.
Yeah.
She's small too.
She's
so
small.
She needs small for sure. Which we were breeding her. I guess we've tried twice. I think I said several times. I think we've tried twice. We've tried to cross her with a mini Hereford. No, we've tried 3 times. 3 times. Yeah, a mini Hereford and 2 mini Jerseys.
Dang.
And oh yeah, she's in full on raging heat today. So, I mean, it is what it is. I think we have a mineral issue here. I switched our minerals this year, probably a year ago. I've always used a pretty expensive mineral for our cows since we've always kept cows. They weren't that expensive when we first started. They were like $25 a bag.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
Yeah, and we had like a cow.
Right.
And so as we've grown, it takes more. And, when fertilizer prices went up after 2020 and after the whole Ukraine thing, mineral prices went up as well.
Yeah.
And like skyrocketed. And so the bag that we normally use is at $64 a bag.
Dang.
And, we have several head out there now. I think we're at 10 cows, and, the babies eat it.
And they go through it.
And they will inhale it. Yes. So I switched to a cheaper beef mineral.
Right.
And thought it has to be good enough. It's for sale at the same store I buy the good stuff at. And it's like $20 a bag. So I can afford that. Mm-hmm. And it's not that, honestly, that I couldn't afford $64 a bag. It just was,
well, it's just expensive.
Like when you're looking at the two.
Right. If something that costs $20 is going to work.
Yeah. And we've never had any problems with health issues related to minerals. So I just, said, this is what we're doing. Well, it's bitten me in the butt.
Yeah.
So this is the first year that we've had breeding issues. We've used bulls, different bulls in the past, whether we borrowed a bull or we sent a cow to a bull or we had a bull. And then we've been doing artificial insemination for the last 2 years. And we haven't had any really true problems getting anybody to settle until now. And it's to the point where our tech is like, I don't know, like he's scratching his head, and so he's going through everything. He's asking me, what are you doing? What are they eating? What's in your pasture? All the things. And because like certain things can make them like they're estrogenic.
Okay.
And can cause them to not settle or become cyclic or whatever. And when he brought up like what minerals are you using, and I told him, he's like, oh. And so we're back on the good minerals. It's VitaFirm Conceptate if you're curious. We're using that. We're also, he's ordering for me something that's supposed to work better and is only $50 a bag, is Purina's, I think it's called Pro Cycle.
Okay.
Pro Choice Cycle or something like that. And it's supposed to be really good. So yeah, we've had issues related to lack of minerals this year that we've never had before. So we're switching back because it's costing me more money,
to
not use
having
it.
failed AI attempts,
right, and like Dolly White several times. And he's like, you need to dry her off. She's not going to settle till she's dried off. I said, I'm not doing that. I don't think that's it either. Mm-hmm. That does affect the hormones, yes. But like at a dairy who's milking however many hundreds of Holsteins, which is what she is, they don't dry off their girls to breed. They don't dry them off until they're 2 months from calving.
Right.
So, and that's what we've always done.
Yeah.
She settled last time when she was a year into a lactation. So,
wow.
Yeah, I don't think that's it. And I told him, like, I respect his opinion completely. He's very knowledgeable, very experienced, but I'm sorry, sir.
Right.
I'm not ready to do that. So he recommended the better minerals and also a multi-min 90 shot, which is it's minerals and vitamins, minerals, and it's good for 90 days. So we're doing that. Yeah, I hate giving shots to cows.
I know.
Their skin is like, it's like a dang football.
That is not fun. And I mean, you might get them once, but if you got to go back and do it again a second time, they are like, lady.
You. Yeah, they don't forgive you. Mm-mm. But like my tech, he gives a shot in such a way that is like, they didn't even flinch. I don't know how he does it. I'm such a chicken. I'm like, okay, here we go.
Right.
All right. And Eric's like, just do it. and my hands are smaller than their hands. So like Eric can do it and plunge the plunger in all in one shot. And like it takes me 2 hands, and so they don't like that. So I hate giving shots. But yeah, that's what we're doing.
No, that's never fun. Sometimes you got to do the hard stuff though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's our cow drama. The sheep drama is we have your ram.
Yes.
Breeding our sheep. our ladies, and all the ladies are with him now. I think he has everybody bred.
Good.
Except maybe one or two. The youngest one we just put with the rest of the flock. And so she's just now 6 months old and old enough to breed. So
that's exciting. I can't wait to see the babies you get.
I can't wait either.
I hope you get lots of little brown ewes.
Yeah, this will be our first lambing season, like where we have multiple ewes lambing.
Right.
So I'm super pumped about it. Yeah, I can't wait. The plan is to make them all meat. Right. They're all for meat. It'll be lamb.
Yeah.
And I might be stingy with it. I've been telling people we'll have lamb for sale like end of next year, but I don't know.
That's tough. I mean,
because it's so good.
This past year, we were able to put 2 lambs in our freezer. And the year before that, we only did 1. But I mean, 2 lambs, like that didn't last us.
It doesn't last very long.
It doesn't last very long. I mean, they're not big lambs at all. I mean, they're full grown sheep, but there's just not a ton of meat on lamb. So you don't get a whole lot.
Yeah, you just excuse me. You just said something that I kind of want to clarify for our listeners. When we say lamb, like for meat, it's not babies.
It's not babies. They're not like cute little lambs.
No. They're usually a pain in the butt.
Yeah, they are.
No, but they're not little.
No, I mean
they're full grown size. They're like
full
about
grown,
a year old.
About a year old. By then, they are as big as they're going to get. You know, you would think if you saw it, oh, that's an adult sheep.
Yes,
but it's technically still a lamb.
Yes.
So we're not like taking babies over here.
No, we're not taking babies. No, I will say the same goes for veal. Like it's a big cow. It's not a new little baby cow.
Right.
So,
yeah.
What about gardening? What's happening?
Gardening. See, I love this gardening season because I really feel like once I get my garden going, I can almost ignore it.
Yeah.
You know, like you don't have the pest issues. Everything, as long as it's not too hot, everything
grasshoppers.
You do?
Yes.
Knock on wood. I'll probably get home and check on my garden and something will be eaten up by bugs.
Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
But no, the garden's looking good. My Napa cabbage that I have in the ground looks amazing.
They're beautiful.
They are very beautiful.
Yeah.
And they grow so well. So all of my collards look good. I've got a bunch of mustard greens growing.
You've got all kinds of stuff in the ground.
Yeah, I do. I've got some arugula growing.
Yeah. I love arugula.
Yeah.
I love
some kale. I got a bunch of stuff out there. And everything looks really good. So
cool.
That's promising.
Cool. I I have some rutabagas that look really nice.
Oh, I forgot I have rutabagas in the ground too.
Yeah. Carrots are coming up.
Yeah. And carrots.
Yep. Broccoli in the ground. My broccoli plants look good. Yeah, a little bit of everything. We have onions supposed
on
to
the
ship.
way.
I think they ship today.
Okay. So I really better get my button gear in the garden then.
They usually come UPS, so they'll be here like in 2 days.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we like to order onions in a group bulk purchase from Dixondale. They come out even cheaper than just buying a handful of onion sets at your local hardware store or garden center.
And they're so easy. It's a very hands-off type of a crop.
Oh, yeah.
Very hands-off.
Yeah.
That's why I love it.
They do well through the cold. We grow them here over winter.
Yep.
Because they just will not make our summers here. So, yeah, we get short day onions and plant them now in November and harvest around
April, May.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, those always turn out really good. It's nice to have a bulk collection of onions coming out.
However, we're getting more than we've ever gotten this year.
Uh-oh, are we?
Yeah.
I got lots of space, so.
I do too, but I'm still this is what I love about this season. I'm finally getting the grass under control.
Ooh.
We have Bermuda grass, like something horrible in our garden. And I've been chipping away at it a little at a time, you know, and finally, like the shorter day cycle, we've been in a drought, like all of that is working in my favor against the grass. So that's good. I still have to get grass out of the beds for the onions though. So there's that. I did order some weed barrier fabric
That's good.
that I hope to use all over the garden, like some really good quality stuff, not the crap.
I can't wait to see it.
I have the crap out there now, and the grass came right up through it.
Yeah.
So, my understanding is the only problem grass for this particular weed barrier is that Kogon grass.
I don't know what that is.
So it's like super invasive.
Okay.
David the Good talks about it.
Okay.
So in fact, what I ordered was at his recommendation on a recent video of his. So, and I was like, and I've just kind of hem-hawed around about it. Like, do I really, because it's not your cheapest stuff.
Right.
You know, like, do I really need to spend $130 on ground cover? And every time I go out to the garden, I'm like, yes, I do, because I can't do anything without getting that under control.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because right now, I'm just using like random tarps. I just have a lot of big random tarps that I'm using right now. So,
and that's the other reason I chose this in particular, because at his recommendation, he says compared to tarps, like there's no comparison.
Nice.
He said, you can use tarps. If you have tarps, use tarps. Wet the ground, put the tarp down. Don't look at it for 6 weeks, whatever.
Yeah.
But this stuff, it lets water through and weeds can't come out.
That's nice.
I guess they germinate underneath and then they're still suppressed enough. They suffocate, or I don't know what happens, because it's permeable to water. So.
Right. Yeah.
But
I think that the concept is that the weed seeds that are on the surface, they'll sprout and die because they're covered.
Right.
And then those are the weed seeds that are on the surface. So technically, when you're pulling those tarps, unless you till the area, you shouldn't have many weed seeds that sprout when you pull it.
Right.
Unless you till the area. If you till the area, then you're going to bring up all the weed seeds that are not on the surface.
Right. That whole seed bank.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So
I'm excited about getting that and getting the garden under control. And then I'm also excited about some winter cover crop.
Are you?
Yes, because then I'm going to seed the beds that are not in use.
Yeah.
Let them grow, and then I'm going to cover them with this barrier for the rest of winter.
Yeah.
I say that, but I have so many plants to put in the ground still. So,
well, and we're having a plant sale.
yeah. So this episode will air on November 17th.
Yes, Friday the 17th.
Yep. And on the 18th, if you are local, please come see us. We have so many plants for sale.
Yes.
We're super excited about it. I mean, although if you don't buy them, they're going in our gardens.
Right. And see, that's why we're not like super stressed about it. Like, we started a ton of winter plants for y'all, but if we don't sell them, we're going to have an awesome garden.
Yeah, we're growing some food.
We are going to be growing some food if this plant sale doesn't go well. So
we prefer you guys to come buy them and grow your own food, though.
Yes, absolutely. Because that was the whole point of the plant sale. Like, let's do this. So, but not only are we doing plants, Donna is going to be selling all kinds of different raw dairy stuff.
Yep.
She's got Greek yogurt.
Yep.
In the Instapot right now brewing, and you're making some cheese. Yeah, and
different cheeses. I think we're gonna try to do some crackers to go with the cheeses.
Nice.
It depends on time this week, you know.
Right.
It's a little bit crazy, but we'll have some other fun stuff from our farm. We've got some pepper jellies from our farm, some cowboy candy from our farm, that kind of stuff.
Raw milk.
Milk, milk, cheeses.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. And so we'll have the dairy products to shop, pastured poultry. I'm going to bring some pork. We're going to have a microgreen person there.
Right.
And we're also going to be doing produce bags. Yeah. There's going to be soap. There's going to be sourdough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm really excited about it.
It's going to be so fun. So y'all come to our little mini market.
Yes. It's Saturday, November the 18th from 10 to 1. We will post about it on our Instagram probably throughout
the week.
Yeah. So by the time you hear this episode, hopefully you've seen our flyer for it.
Yeah, y'all show us some love and support the podcast that way. And if it goes well, we'd like to make it a recurring thing for our local producers to come and sell.
Yeah, maybe do like a quarterly market.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
It would be.
Yeah. Community building.
Yep.
All right, I guess on that note, we better get busy. We've got lots of work to do for that sale.
Yeah.
All right, we'll talk to y'all next week.
Later, y'all.
Bye.